This is Jerry Show, and today we're looking at the iCam Pro FHD. This is your home security robot, and here it is. It does come in white and black in color. And what's neat about this is that it has tracking. If we look here on the back, we have these sensors, and those are motion sensors. And when they track motion, we have one right here too, I believe. When they track motion, this camera will follow you or follow whatever it's tracking, so that's really neat. This camera does spin 360 degrees. It won't keep spinning 360 degrees, so it will, if it's going to spin all the way it can to 360, and it's going to spin all the way back. That's just how it goes. This does record in 1920 by 1080, and it has two-way audio, so that means if I'm watching this on my tablet or my phone, I can communicate. I can talk through this, and I can also listening to the audio that's coming in. Now there's a couple different ways to record on this. It does have a micro SD or an TS card there on the bottom, and you can record to that. Otherwise, Amarillo has a plan. I believe it starts at around $99 a month, and that's for 1 month continuously of recording. Otherwise, I believe for a little bit more, you can get 1 year, so you can track everything. You can go back a year and look at all the footage. They also allow you to upload it directly to Google Drive, and I have some free Google Drive, and that's what I've been doing. I've been just using the Google Drive for free, and that's been working just great. I mean, I can go and look at my files at any time, and what's nice is that this sends you alerts. So if you hear, you can set it up if it sends you an audio alert, or you can have it send you motion detection alert. And then you'll get a notification directly on your phone, and you can go back, look at the DVR that you've uploaded. It will be on like the cloud on Google Drive or Amarillo. Go look at that time on the footage, and you can see whatever you need to see. So that's pretty neat. So like I said, the camera does spin 360, and this part here also goes up and down. It does record the 1920 by 1080, but it will record it lower. So you can set it to record it just a certain, like if you want to record at 480 or 720, to not, use as much room, you could do that as well. The unit itself is pretty simple to set up. It's actually really simple to set up. It comes with just like a cord that you can run off of USB. Otherwise, you plug it into this wall adapter here. It comes with a wall adapter and a mount. So if you want to mount this from the ceiling, you can mount that easily. And basically all you do is you download the Amarillo app, and you set up your camera, and to do that, it produces like a QR code that you bring up on your phone or tablet, and then after you plug in the camera, let me go ahead and plug in the camera real quick. I've already done this, but after you plug in the camera, you just hold the barcode directly in front of the camera, and it registers. So you're connected right there. I just plugged this in. This will actually reconnect to my Wi-Fi network, and I'll just show you how a quick walkthrough of the app and all the controls and things like that. Okay, so first I want to show you it on the iPad, just to do a quick walkthrough of the settings and things like that. You can share this on different devices. You can see here I'm getting notifications because it's sending me a notification every time it hears sound or that it senses motion, and the thing's sitting right there, so it's just going to keep probably going off. So it'd probably be a good idea if I put this on silent. But for instance, I did want to show you, as long as I'm getting them here, if I open up that notification, it will take me right to what it saw. So it should have, it says motion alert, and look, there I am. And now what I would do, I could go back into my Google Drive if I needed to and look through the full 5 minutes. I'll show you that here in just 1 second. So let's go ahead, open up the app, and here it is. This is the screen it will take you to, and I can turn this on at any time. I just push play, and it's going to show a big picture of me. So brace yourself. And it can take some time to load sometimes. Sometimes it loads faster than others, but you can see it's actually taking a little bit of time here. There we go, 100%. And now I do have the audio turned on. so I can hear me, and that's where we're getting the echoing. And you can see there is a little bit of lag in there, but I can look around the room and I'll go all the way, and that's as far as it will go, see? So I have to spin all the way around 360. But also I can stop and I can choose to look up. I can pan with my finger to go up. I can pan with my finger to go down like that. And back left, I'm gonna take it off me there. And I can also talk through this. Let's do a quick test on that. Can you hear me? And see her, and we're getting really bad interference now. But if you didn't have it so close, it'd be fine. I've tried it. Now this also does work off of, you don't have to be connected to Wi-Fi, so I can be out. I've tried it several times out and about, just checking up on the house and things like that. And it does pretty good to where it's gonna, there's not really too much lag. It takes about the same time as it did there for me just to load. But real quickly, let's go through these settings on this. Down here at the bottom, we have this, it looks like kind of like a delete sign. I'm not really sure what that does, but we'll go through the other one. We have the notifications. This notifications will take you back to, all the way back to all your notifications unless they're deleted, and it sorts them out by days. So that's definitely really handy if you need to go back a few days. And it separates them too in between audio alert and motion alert. And you can turn audio alert off. I believe we'll get to that here in 1 second. Now I'm clicking on the cloud, and this is where it will ask me where I want to store it. I can store it at the Armadillo cloud, or I can start at the Google Drive. I've been storing mine on Google Drive. I haven't tried out Armadillo cloud yet. I don't want to cough up the extra $100, but I may here in the short future. Next we have the settings. This is the settings where we can turn, we have the mode, which is snapshot. We can do snapshot, or we can do it to text. Text just says that it just text is used, so I don't know why you would really want to use text. So I always leave it on snapshot. I want to snapshot. Up here, privacy mode, that just will turn the camera on and off. So say you're at home, maybe you can get a routine as soon as you're home, you turn the privacy mode on, and you'll see the camera will stop moving around because it's not recording anymore. We'll go ahead and turn that back off so the camera's recording. Next we have motion sensor. We can turn the motion sensor off if you want to have this a fixed camera. So if I turn that off, you see it just is kind of moving there in the background. It's not going to, well, it should stop eventually tracking my motion. Maybe I have to go back. Well, it's still tracking, so let me go back in here. Maybe that's not what it does. Motion sensor, it's off, so I'm not sure why it's still, oh, it's motion tracking. This is for motion sensor, I'm sorry. That's the alert for if it senses motion to send me the alert. Then the audio sensor, that is the, like if I'm talking or here's a bark or a broken window, it will send an audio. You have an audio alert. Moving on, we have audio sensitivity. I have it set to medium. We have intruder alarm. If this senses, well, let's just show you what it sounds like, because it's going to see me and it's going to go off. It's kind of loud. It's taking a second here, I guess, to upload it. I'm not sure how long it's taking to actually transfer the settings, because as soon as, I guess we're counting here in real time to see if it's going to go off. Maybe it hasn't sensed me moving yet. Let's see here. Moving around. I guess the intruder alarm isn't working right now. Motion tracking, I have set to on. That's what I was. Oh, now it wants to go off. Okay. So it might have just took. You know, a minute or so to transfer the settings and update the camera. But that's what the alarm sounds like. Motion tracking, the same thing. It's probably going to take a minute or so. Maybe not. No, now the motion tracking. So that worked pretty quickly there. And we have back motion sensors. And back motion sensors are the ones here on the back. So depending on how you had your camera set, if you had it in the corner of the room, you probably wouldn't want to use the back sensors necessarily, because nothing is really going to get behind there, and it might just confuse it if more people are in the room. So you can turn on or off the back sensors. Otherwise, if the front sensor's on, it will just track off that front one. Recording, you can record, or you can stop recording. It will show you the status and the resolution there. I can record up to 1080p if I wanted to. You're going to be filling up a lot more space using those higher settings. And then we have the timestamp. I always want to leave the timestamp on. It just shows what time it is. Upload storage, I have it set up to Google Drive. I just had to sign into my Google account, and it's hooked up there. And now there's two different upload modes. You don't actually click on that, you click on this. There is continuous and there is an event. I would suggest, well, it's up to you. Continuous is obviously you're always going to be uploading. Event is where it's going to record 5 minutes after it detects sound or motion. So that's an event which, will save you room, and you won't have to search through as much storage because you get an alert. You go and you find that event on the Google Drive. And we have a status. This is my SD card. You'll need to format your SD card before you use it, and it just shows you what I have available. And the Amarillo Cloud plan is the gold, upgraded plan, gold. I'm not using that plan right now. And my Google account, and then we can share folders. It comes down here. Let's see, status, amount. I'm not sharing them any right now. I do have a usage limit of 100 gigabytes, which is pretty decent. Microphone, I can turn the microphone on and off. Speaker volume, I have it at medium. I could turn that up. Two-way audio, so I can talk. Max streaming resolution, I just have set to auto. Show resolution, I have set to off. And backlight compensation, I've set off. I'm not really sure what the backlight compensation does. But night vision does work very well. If I were to flip the lights off in this room right now and then turn them back on, it would go from black and white to color. And then we just have the Wi-Fi I'm connected to, the viewer list, administration, QR code. If I were to, I'm not going to click on it, but if I were to want to add another device, I would bring that up, download the app on this, scan it, and boom, I can watch it straight from there. So, yeah, there's really not much more to say about here. We have live video, photo album, default. This is for adding more cameras or obtain usage of camera from another phone. So if they have different cameras, if you want to have working together or whatnot. We have the Wi-Fi router, and what is this here? We have the user manual, 26 pages of user manual. So pretty cool. So yeah, not really much more to say about that. As for how it works, it does work pretty good. If two people are in the room, it gets a little bit confused on which motion to track. But if just one person in the room, it does a good job. The audio is very clear. The picture is very clear. You can actually, when you're, let me go here real quick and bring up the camera one more time. I want to show you how you can just zoom in on things. I'm going to put my iPad right in the middle there in front of the camera. And okay, so there it is. I can zoom in, which is pretty nice. And I can hear audio. Turn this back down. We can turn on the microphone. Oops. Hello. Hello. Well, we're getting some more feedback there. So, okay. But yeah, it does a really good job at tracking. I love how it sends me the notifications. Real quickly, I guess I can go into Google Drive. I'll just show you a quick example of, let me go here, click on Drive, and I'll go through the, Well, I'll just go through this one here. This one is October 16th. And this was when I had it sitting in the kitchen. I think my cat must have set that one off. Let me go to a different one here. Oops. And you see how it's at 7 minutes here. It was kept recording. Here it is. It's tracking motion. And you see how it kind of goes. And she knew it was there, so she's obviously waving at it, but I have it sitting on a microwave, so it couldn't actually turn down any further. Alright, so there you go. That is the iCam Pro FHD. Definitely impressed with this camera. I would definitely recommend it. It is very simple to use. It sends you notifications directly to your phone. You can hook it straight up to Google Drive or use their Armadillo app, which will give you a full 360 days of 24-hour coverage for a pretty low price. The quality of the video is excellent, the audio transmission is excellent, and it's really easy to use. So I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, but that's that. Thanks for watching.